Welcome to Dofinitee. I am Illuminate, and this is a guide to find all the kit car parts in the Midwest region. Alrighty, let's start at the top. Right, so here's the first location. Let me just zoom in so that you can get a better view. And as you can see, it's right in the middle of all these trees. Okay, let's move on to the second location. This one is also in the middle of trees. There she's parked. Okay, let's move on to the third location. I'm gonna go here to the very far left. And this one you can see is sort of between two mountains. You can either take this road to come up here, or I come from the other side. Right, moving on to the fourth location. Looks like it's here at Barron. And this one's quite easy, it's right next to the road. So quite easy to find. Let's move on to the fifth location. And you can see it's on the outside of this town. You'll see there's actually a wall here, which you need to ride around. So just come off one of the roads and ride on the outside of this wall. Okay, moving on to number 6. Yeah, right next to a water reservoir. Moving on to number 7. You can see it's on the left side of Chicago here. Let's take a closer look. And it's here parked in a sort of wrecked barn. Let's go to the 8th location. Here by Badlands. Let's take a closer look. And this one you can see is sort of hidden in between the mountains here. So you want to ride up this path, and then you'll find it to your left if you're riding up this way. Okay, moving on to number 9, which is here just below Mother Road 66. And you can sort of see it's just on the edge of these trees here. Cool. Let's move on to number 10, which is here by Industrial Harbour. And you can see it's parked in between these huge crates. Right, let's move on to the 11th location. Also hidden in amongst some trees. Let's move on to number 12, on the very far right. This one is parked in between two houses. You can only get it from the one side, so if you come off this road, you should get it quite easily from this side. Let's move on to number 13. It's here right on the border. Found just off this road, right next to the river. Moving on to number 14. Just gotta make sure I've covered all of these. Right, so about Kansas sunflower fields. And this one is parked right in a shed. So if you come off the street, yeah, towards the side, you should see it parked under the shed there. Right, number 15. Sort of on the top of St. Louis. You can see it's parked in the corner of this sort of a yard area here, which you can get to quite easily from the street. Moving on to the 16th location, which is found at the right side of St. Louis, right next to the river, and you'll see there's quite a huge ship container also close by. Moving on to number 17, which is here also next to a river. It might be easier just trying to fast travel your way here, because you can see it's quite far off the road. Right, number 18 is up here in the mountains. It also might be easier just to fast travel your way up here. You can either make your way from the bottom road here, or you can make your way from Pikes Peak on the top. Moving down to number 19. Sort of quite an easy one, right behind the water reservoir next to the road here. And moving on to number 20, here above Central Plains, which is parked underneath the shed. But the only way you can get to it is by going through these two barns, which is next to the shed. So you can either come from the left or the right. And that's all the 20 locations in the Midwest. I hope this guide has helped you finding your kit car parts. Enjoy your new ride.